Welcome back to the channel, guys. I want to thank you for stopping in and watching. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Not only did Cfmoto actually reach out to us, but don't forget our 7K giveaway. Main Street Cycle is going to be giving away 3 oil change kits to 3 lucky winners as soon as we hit 7K. And we're getting there. We're darn close, and I can't wait to get 15, 20, 30, 40, 50K. Not only can you get your oil from Main Street Cycle, but you can get all of your accessories such as your windshields and your light bars and all that jazz. Definitely go over and check them out. I know we're about due for a review for, what is this, the year number 3 or something, of having our Cfmoto side-by-sides and actually having my cousin's Cfmoto side-by-side there that he purchased. And I know you guys like to hear my yearly reviews because I've had the Cfmotos the longest out of most everybody. And I have to say, I've practically covered everything in my other review videos. And there's really nothing that has changed. I want to tell you though, would I actually buy another Cfmoto? And the answer to that is definitely yes. How do I like Cfmoto's reliability and dependability? It's up there, in my opinion, with Honda. Honda is known for its reliability and its dependability, and Honda is also known to be more easier to work on. Well, these Z-Force machines here are easier to work on. Now, I know the four-wheelers are a little bit tougher to work on. The 950, it's got some tighter spaces than what I'd like to see, but still not really all that hard. I know you got to take off a little bit more plastic and stuff than you do these to work on them, but still not really all that hard. Still pretty easy for the end user to easily service their machine, repair their machine, and get their machine back on the trail. I really can't express myself enough how much I really like this 500 trail. Now, a lot of you are like, well, Steve, do you really like it? I mean, you're doing the EX swap on it. It's 60 inches wide right now in the front. We're still working on the rear. And the answer is yes. Would I buy another 500 trail? For me, no. No, I wouldn't. Is it because of reliability? No, it's not. It's because of our style of riding. It's narrow. It's a little bit more on the tippy side. You got to really add 2-inch spacers to it. And when you do that, you practically give up the whole 50-inch trail type deal. So the reason why I'm doing an EX swap on this is because we really like the trail. And we just want it to perform like a 65-inch machine, because this machine will be 65 inches when I'm done with it, width-wise. And mine performs bang on, dang awesome, my 800EX. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my 800EX build, I definitely would tell you to go check out those videos on that build, because that thing is a true monster. 28-inch tires, Stage 4 Elkas, high clearance front and rear control arms, has aftermarket rims, clutch kit, it's dyno tuned, snorkeled. I mean, you name it, I've done it to that thing. I've wired up stereos, turn signals. These things are street legal. So definitely go check out my other videos. They're definitely worth watching. So the whole reason why we're doing the swap is so we don't have to trade it in on another machine, because my wife is real comfortable with the power this thing puts down. And some people always say the 500 trail don't have enough power to get the job done. I'm not for certain where they're riding, but everywhere we ride, up big hills, through mud holes, it's got plenty of power. You toss it in low range, and she's got plenty of power. She might be slow, but she's got plenty of power to get you where you need to go. And it really powers the 28-inch tires with no problem. Only thing I did was clock the clutch to A1, which was only to get rid of the jerkiness in the clutch. It really don't gain you any performance. It doesn't take away your performance. A1 isn't really nothing. It just kind of just a little bit helps with the jerkiness. Now, the things I've had to replace on this machine that were not our fault, which was probably the only thing I've ever replaced, was it did need bushings. And I knew it whenever we did the EX swap. That's why I got all new bushings and everything, because it did need bushings. They were in the front. They were 8 out. They were gone. And this machine, my wife doesn't ride it hard at all. So I don't know why. Whatever. It also did need one wheel bearing. Other than that, we haven't done anything besides oil changes and diff fluid changes. It hadn't needed anything. And my wife, she don't beat on it. She's not hard on it, but she's not easy on it either. She's not afraid to pedal to the plastic and go. So I do recommend the 500 trail. But I want to tell you, if you have to have a trail model, get the 500 trail. You will be happy. If you're not a speed demon and don't need to do burnouts and spinouts, which you don't need to be doing in a trail model anyway, because you will end up on this thing, get the 500 trail. But if you're somebody that wants some speed, some power, be able to power slide it, I still wouldn't recommend the 800 trail, because like I said, you'll end up on your roof. Get the EX model, or even get the new Z950 90 horsepower model, as it's 64 inches wide. So it's 1 inch less width of what mine are as they stand now, as they're built. And it's going to perform good. And if you toss 2-inch wheel spacers on that 64-inch 950, you're going to have a 68-inch machine. Do you know what you could do with a 68-inch machine? I can think of lots of things. So definitely go maybe check that out. If you don't like the 950, like me, I personally don't care for the looks of the 950, but my wife, she wants one. She don't like the looks of the back. She likes the front, but not the back. So she told me if we got one for her, I had to do a custom cage or something on it. Now, I've been thinking about a custom cage for my 800, and I think I want to build off of the stock cage. I want to lower it, build off of it, and come out here and attach it to the front bumper, but I'll make it so it unbolts. That way it'll unbolt with the cage here. So I do recommend Cfmoto, and their four-wheelers are just top-notch machines. You just cannot beat the Cfmoto brand. You really can't. For the money and the performance, a lot of folks, you'll hear a lot of folks say, oh, they're underpowered, and they're underpowered. You know what? I would like for the 800 to be putting down 90 horsepower and the 1000 to be putting down about 120 to 150-ish. But honestly, the horsepower that you do get, it's all going to the ground very, very, very nicely, and you will never feel underpowered. I don't feel like I'm underpowered in my 800. It is perfect for me. I love it. I've rode a 950. I've actually tuned and put an exhaust on a 950 with 32-inch tires, and while my 800 would smoke it in the top end, it's just because of the tires. It's going to eat it right off the line, I guarantee it. But it's going to lose top end because of the bigger tires and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just the way that it is. Now, the new 90 horsepower Z-Force 950, man, if you would tune that and exhaust kit it and do a clutch kit, I guarantee that you could get probably close to 100 horsepower out of it comfortably, easily, very, very nicely. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to back Cfmoto 100% because you really can't beat the machines. I know a lot of people see a lot of people talking smack about Cfmoto, but it really boils down to some people just don't take care of their stuff. And I have to say, I do beat the ever-living crap out of mine, but I also take care of it at the same time. So it's not beat up. It's always taken care of. It's got fresh fluids. It gets good gas, you know, spark plugs are changed, everything's greased. And it's been very, very, very reliable. It's never let me sit. Never. Not even when the rear diff went out. I still drove it off the trails. So now let's get to the nitty gritty, what you guys really came for. Cfmoto actually called me, guys. They reach out to me. They want to help my channel. And I think that is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome, guys. He's going to send me some merch and stuff like that to do giveaways with. He said he's new. The guy that I talked to, he's new. They just hired him a few weeks back. And he's trying to clean up some things that need cleaned up and try and get rolling. And they want to help the content creators, even us small guys. So I thought that was really awesome. So hopefully real close in the future, maybe whenever we do those winners, if I have Cfmoto merch, maybe I'll do more than 3 winners. Maybe I'll do 6 or 7 winners if I have the merch. He said it would take a couple of months because they got to get orders in. They're out of some things, and he wants to send me some cool stuff. And then he did say they have some really awesome stuff coming, and they want to send me some stuff. So I don't know what that is. He couldn't tell me. He said it's not out yet, but it's coming. And whatever, I mean, just the way he talked about it, it sounds like it's going to be some really cool stuff. So I'll be able to get that out on the channel as well, whatever that is. And he's also going to try to hook me up with doing machine reviews. So every time they get a new machine, he's going to try and get with some local dealers here and let me go and check out the machines and whatnot. So that's what he said he wanted to do for me, because we all know I can't afford to buy a new machine every time a new one comes out and I got to make videos. But another thing that would help me out is if you, the viewer, had a new machine and wanted me to do videos with it, you could bring that machine to me and let me do my thing with it, and you're going to get back a sweet ride, guys. So if you're interested in that, once I get caught up with this build and finished with all the little things I got to tidy up here, I'll be game on for getting another machine, whether it be the U-Force 1000 XL, heck, just the U-Force 1000, maybe a 800 XC, a 1000 Overland. You guys want like custom Redneck Garage exhausts, or you want me to do a clutch kit video, or you want me to do windshields or whatever, and I'll do my best to get you the absolute best deal on the accessories through Main Street Cycle. So they'll hook me up if I can do some videos, so I'll be able to pass that along to you guys and get you a good deal. And as always, I'm not going to charge you $1 if you're letting me do the video. So no labor, zero labor, free to you. Just let me do the video so I have content for everybody to watch. Not to mention, your machine will get showcased here on the channel, and I think that'll be sweet. So let's give a big shout out to Cfmoto for contacting me. And man, that was an awesome phone call for sure. So hopefully they're able to come through with everything they said that they could, and that'll be some nice changes to the channel here. So peace out and God bless. We'll see you